Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Sometimes a coin has an aura or a reputation that just is so much bigger than the coin that it goes for huge amounts of money, and that's what this coin is here, the 1953 Franklin half. This coin has huge values at every mint, huge values at the Philadelphia Mint, which is this one up here, no mint mark on the back. This is the Denver Mint here, has huge values, and the San Francisco Mint has huge values. There's a 1953 half that sold for $69,000, a Mint State 66 at Bowers and Messina auction in 2001. And in contrast to many other coins, the proof coin from the 1953 Franklin half can sometimes go for over $10,000. So let's take a look at the Franklin half. Franklin on the front right here, Liberty above him, God We Trust down here, 1953. This coin was engraved by John Sinek. And so if we look here on the front and tip it up a little bit, we can see a JRS for John R. Sinek. And then if we go over onto the back, we don't see the initials on this coin, but it's a design that John Sinek borrowed from a painting by John Frederick Lewis. If you go up to the top of the bell on the back, you see that there's no mint mark, and that means that it's a Philadelphia coin. United States of America around the top, $50 here, E pluribus unum. Over here we have an eagle, and then if you get a good version of this coin, or a very good version of this coin, you'll be able to see all these letters here and actually read it. You'll also be able to see something down here, lines that go across here, and those are called bell lines. And if you get the full bell lines version, it can be very, very valuable. This is one that I believe has a little bit of a die clash in it, and you can see here some kind of forms coming through, but it's not a recognized error version. There are, however, two error versions of this coin. The first one is the obverse die clash, where the die slipped a little bit, and you can see that on the front. And the other one is the Bugs Bunny version, and that is if you go up here, and this has a little tiny bit of it between the mouth, around the mouth here, there's a little kind of a bubble, and it almost looks like a tooth coming down, and that's the Bugs Bunny version of this one. At Philadelphia, they made $2.6 million. It's 90% silver, 10% copper. The auction record is $19,200. If you get this at a Mint State 65 with full bell lines, $825. And the reason that's so expensive is because it only goes up to Mint State 67 full bell lines, and those are $19,500. But don't despair. If you don't have a full bell lines, you can still get up into the thousands of dollars with a high-grade coin. At the Denver Mint for these coins, and that's the D up here, and I'll give you a magnification on the D. This one's a little chopped up. They made $20.9 million, about almost 10 times as much at Denver. The Denver Mint coins with the full bell lines, the auction record is $30,550, and that was in 2014. The current highest value is a Mint State 67 full bell lines from PCGS. They graded 8 of them, and even though there's 8, they're still going for $16,500. If you get the Denver down to a Mint State 65, though, with the full bell lines, it's only at about $80. Remember that we have over $10 worth of silver in this at 90%, so when you're going for these, you'll never see them under 11 probably, and almost never see them under 15 just because the amount of silver that's in them, unless you get one that's so unreadable or worn. The Denver Mint also has the Bugs Bunny version, and it also has the obverse die clash. So for both Denver and Philadelphia, make sure you tip it up and see whether there's a little bubble or anything near the lips, because that's where the so-called Bugs Bunny tooth comes down, and that will add more value to it. The San Francisco Mint, they were making regular circulating coins in 1953. 1953 is the 6th year they made these Franklin halves. They started in 1948 and they ended in 1963. So we see the S up here for San Francisco. At San Francisco, they made $4 million, and this is the money coin from 1953. There's a 1953 half that sold for $69,000, a Mint State 66 at Bowers and Messina auction in 2001. Currently, there are only about 30 at MS65 or over. For Mint State 65 version of this coin with full bell lines, 26 of them they've found so far, $30,000. For Mint State 66 with full bell lines, they've only found 2 ever. And you can see there's no lines on this one at all. And that's because the San Francisco dies were just really kind of loose. If you look on the PCGS website, Jamie Fernandez says that they just didn't have great detail at San Francisco in 1953. But if you get one with great detail, the auction record, they are worth $60,000, and they've found 2 at $60,000 so far. Now, they also made this coin as a proof version. If you want a proof version, you see that it'll have been made at Philadelphia, and there'll be no mint mark on it, but it'll be way more shiny than this. In general, proof versions don't have as much value as regular coins, but for the 1953, they've turned that one right over. In a proof 69, even if it's not a cameo, could be worth $10,500, and they've found one. And so you can talk well over $10,000 for a proof cameo version of this coin. All right. Well, if you're going to get these, you're going to have to pay for them up front, because you're probably going to spend minimum of $15 or so. They are a good value in a sense, because they'll always be worth the silver value of the coins, which should be worth $10 or more. So if you ever see one for $10 or $11, just buy it. It doesn't matter what condition it's in, because it's worth $10 or $11 just in silver value alone. Thanks for watching DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section. And if you want to find out more about these coins, feel free to go to PCGS.com, which is a professional coin grading service where they talk about these coins, or NGC, which is another coin grading service where they also have values and talk about the coins. Have a great day.